You know, we're often told that fruit is nature's candy, packed with goodness, and essential for a healthy diet. And that's largely true. Of course, for most of our lives, we've probably enjoyed a variety of fruits without a second thought, trusting they were always doing us good. But what if I told you that as you navigate your 60s and beyond, some fruits, when eaten a certain way or in certain amounts, might not be serving your health as well as you think, in fact. There might be one particular fruit that, for many men over 60, could actually be working against some of your most important health goals, contributing to issues you might already be grappling with. Think about the energy dips you might experience in the afternoon, or perhaps the slow but steady creep of weight around the middle, or maybe even those aches and stiffness that seem to linger longer these days. We often blame these on simply getting older. And while age is a factor, our daily choices, especially what we put on our plate, play a much bigger role than we sometimes realize. It can be a tough reality to face, that something seemingly innocent and healthy could be contributing to feeling less vibrant, less energetic, or just not quite yourself. The secret isn't that fruit is bad, but that how we eat certain fruits needs a closer look as our bodies change. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and reveal a common fruit that could be one of the worst offenders for male health over 60, and more importantly, we'll talk about why and what simple adjustments you can make starting today to feel better. Boost your energy, manage your weight, and support your overall well-being. We'll explore the science behind it in easy-to-understand terms and look at practical swaps and strategies. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you about this seemingly innocent fruit and its impact on your body. Let's dive right in and talk about this fruit that might be holding you back. Now, before I name it, let's set the stage a little bit. As men move past 60, our bodies change. Metabolism slows down, muscle mass can decrease, and our sensitivity to things like sugar can increase. These aren't things to fear, just natural shifts that mean we need to be a little more mindful about what we eat and how it impacts us. We need foods that support stable energy, help maintain muscle, keep inflammation in check, and don't put unnecessary stress on our systems, like our cardiovascular system or our blood sugar regulation. Okay, so the fruit we need to talk about, the one that can potentially be among the worst choices for many men over 60, especially when eaten without thinking about how or when, is the humble banana. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Bananas. But they're full of potassium. They're a quick energy boost. Athletes eat them. And yes, that's all true. A banana in your younger years, especially if you were very active, was probably a fantastic source of quick fuel. But for many men over 60 who might not be hitting the gym every day, who might have a slower metabolism, or who are dealing with prediabetes or insulin resistance, that quick energy boost comes with a significant downside: a relatively high load of sugar, mostly in the form of simple carbohydrates, packed into a single, easy-to-eat package. A medium banana contains about 14 grams of sugar. While it comes with fiber, that fiber content isn't high enough to dramatically slow down the sugar absorption for everyone, particularly as we age. When you eat a banana on its own, especially first thing in the morning or as a quick snack between meals, that sugar hits your bloodstream relatively quickly. Your body responds by releasing insulin to help shuttle that sugar into your cells for energy or storage. This is a normal process, but imagine doing this multiple times a day, day after day, over time. This can put a strain on your system, potentially contributing to insulin resistance, where your cells become less responsive to insulin. This is a major precursor to type 2 diabetes, a condition that becomes much more prevalent in men over 60 and brings with it a host of other health complications affecting the heart, nerves, and kidneys. Even if you don't develop full-blown diabetes, the constant blood sugar spikes and crashes can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugary foods, creating a vicious cycle that makes managing your weight and energy levels a constant battle. Think about it. You eat a banana hoping for energy. You get a quick rush, but then your blood sugar dips, leaving you feeling even more fatigued than before. It's like taking out a high-interest loan on your energy levels. And because bananas are relatively calorie-dense for a fruit, around 105 calories for a medium one, if you're not burning off that energy, those calories, particularly the sugar, are easily converted and stored as fat, often right around the midsection, which is metabolically active fat that increases health risks. It's not just about the scale. That belly fat produces inflammatory substances that circulate throughout your body, contributing to systemic inflammation. This chronic low-grade inflammation is now understood to be a root cause of many age-related diseases, from heart disease to cognitive decline and even certain cancers. So that innocent banana, eaten regularly and without thought, could be subtly fueling inflammation and making you more susceptible to these issues. Now, I'm not saying you need to banish bananas from your life forever. The key here is understanding the context and the quantity. Eating half a banana occasionally, perhaps paired with some protein and healthy fat like a handful of almonds or a spoonful of nut butter, can help slow down that sugar absorption and mitigate the spike. The fiber and fat act like speed bumps for the sugar, but mindlessly grabbing a whole banana as a go-to snack or adding it to a smoothie with other sugary ingredients, that's where it can become problematic for many men over 60. It's about making conscious choices based on how your body is changing and what it truly needs to thrive at this stage of life. While bananas are a quick source of potassium, important for blood pressure and muscle function, you can get plenty of potassium from other sources with less sugar impact, like avocados, spinach, broccoli, or even plain yogurt. It's about getting the nutrients you need without the sugar overload that can create other problems. So, while bananas might seem like a perfectly healthy choice on the surface, for many men over 60, their high sugar content and the way that sugar impacts blood glucose can make them a less than ideal everyday fruit, especially when eaten alone. Understanding this is the first step towards making better choices that truly support your health goals as you age. It's not about deprivation. It's about making smarter swaps and enjoying fruits that offer similar nutritional benefits with a gentler impact on your blood sugar and overall metabolic health. Now that we've highlighted why bananas can be problematic, let's explore some alternative strategies and other dietary considerations that are particularly important for male health in your 60s and beyond. Moving on from the specific case of the banana, let's broaden our view to how diet, in general, impacts male health after 60. It's not just about avoiding certain things. It's very much about including the right things and combining them smartly. Just as a high-sugar fruit eaten alone can cause issues, so can other dietary patterns. One major challenge for men as they age is maintaining muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. Muscle isn't just about strength. It's metabolically active tissue that helps control blood sugar, burns calories, and contributes to overall vitality and mobility. Without enough muscle, metabolism slows further, weight gain becomes easier, and daily tasks become harder. One of the most critical dietary components for maintaining muscle is protein. Many men over 60 aren't getting enough protein, or they're not distributing it effectively throughout the day. Instead of having a large amount at dinner, aim for consistent protein intake at every meal. Say, 25-30 grams per meal. This could look like eggs for breakfast, chicken or fish at lunch, and lean meat or plant-based protein sources like lentils or tofu at dinner. Think about how this ties back to the banana. If you start your day with a banana and maybe some sugary cereal or toast, you're getting a sugar and carb rush, but very little protein to support muscle synthesis. A better breakfast might be eggs with some avocado healthy fat, and a small handful of berries lower sugar fruit with antioxidants. This provides sustained energy, protein for your muscles, and beneficial nutrients without the blood sugar roller coaster. It's about building meals that provide balance. Every time you eat, think about getting a source of protein, some healthy fat, plenty of fiber from non-starchy vegetables, and potentially lower sugar fruits. and complex carbohydrates if needed for energy, rather than simple sugars. Another area often overlooked is healthy fats. For decades, fat was demonized, but we now know that certain fats are essential for hormone production, brain health, and reducing inflammation, the opposite of what that excess sugar from the banana can do. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds, are powerful anti-inflammatories. Incorporating these regularly can help counteract the systemic inflammation that contributes to so many age-related problems. Olive oil, avocados, and nuts are also great sources of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats that support heart health and overall vitality. Don't be afraid of healthy fats. Just be mindful of portion sizes as they are calorie-dense. Pairing healthy fats with your meals also helps with satiety, keeping you fuller longer and reducing the urge to snack on less healthy options. Let's also consider the impact of hydration. While not a food, adequate water intake is fundamental and affects everything from digestion to energy levels and cognitive function. Mild dehydration can often be mistaken for fatigue or hunger. For men over 60 who may have a reduced sense of thirst, it's easy to become dehydrated without realizing it. Make a conscious effort to drink water consistently throughout the day. Sometimes, that craving for a quick sugary snack like a banana might just be your body telling you it needs fluids. Try having a glass of water first and see if that helps. Staying well hydrated also supports kidney function, which becomes increasingly important with age and can be affected by conditions like diabetes, which, as we discussed, can be exacerbated by high sugar intake. The gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract, also plays a huge role in overall health, impacting everything from immunity and digestion to mood and even weight management. A diet high in sugar and low in fiber, like one that might rely heavily on easy, high-sugar fruits and processed foods, can negatively impact the balance of gut bacteria, leading to inflammation and digestive issues. To support a healthy gut, focus on fiber-rich foods, vegetables, legumes, whole grains in moderation and as tolerated, nuts, seeds, and yes, lower sugar fruits. Fermented foods like yogurt plain, unsweetened, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi can also introduce beneficial bacteria into your system. Think about how much more beneficial a snack of plain yogurt with a few berries and some seeds is compared to just a banana. You're getting protein, healthy fats, fiber, antioxidants, and probiotics, all working together to support your body in multiple ways. It's easy to fall into habits that felt fine in our younger years, but aren't serving us well now. Relying on quick, sugary fixes for energy is one such habit. Acknowledging that certain foods, even those perceived as healthy, can have different effects as we age is powerful. It empowers us to make informed choices rather than blindly following old dietary rules. The goal isn't perfection, but consistent progress and mindful eating. Integrating more protein, healthy fats, lots of vegetables, and being strategic about fruit choices are fundamental pillars for maintaining vitality, muscle mass, metabolic health, and reducing inflammation as a man over 60. It's about building a diet that truly supports your body's needs at this stage, moving away from quick sugar fixes and towards sustained, nutrient-dense nourishment. To reiterate the main point without dwelling on it too much, the concern isn't about eliminating bananas entirely, but understanding that for men over 60, their sugar content and impact on blood glucose can make them a less than ideal staple fruit or a poor choice for a standalone snack, especially compared to lower sugar alternatives or when not paired with other macronutrients. The impact of constantly spiking your blood sugar over the years can silently contribute to many of the health challenges associated with aging, from fatigue and weight gain to more serious metabolic conditions. Making conscious choices about the type and amount of fruit you consume and how you combine it with other foods is a simple yet powerful lever you can pull to improve your health trajectory. Remember that feeling of having more energy, feeling lighter, or just having less of those annoying aches. Achieving that isn't some magical formula reserved for a few. It comes from consistent, thoughtful choices about what you eat, day in and day out, swapping that morning banana for something higher in protein and healthy fats, incorporating more fiber-rich vegetables throughout the day, and making sure you're getting adequate protein at every meal can make a remarkable difference. It's not about drastic changes. It's about these smaller, sustainable shifts that add up over time. You have the power to influence how you feel and how well your body functions, simply by paying a little more attention to your diet and understanding how different foods interact with your changing physiology. Beyond just diet, remember that lifestyle factors work together. Adequate sleep, managing stress, and staying physically active are all crucial partners to healthy eating. Exercise, particularly strength training, is essential for building and maintaining that precious muscle mass we talked about, which in turn helps improve insulin sensitivity and metabolism. Think of diet and exercise as two sides of the same coin, both necessary for optimal health as you age. Don't feel overwhelmed by needing to make radical changes overnight. Start small. Maybe swap that banana tomorrow morning for a couple of scrambled eggs. Add an extra portion of vegetables to your dinner. Try incorporating a handful of nuts as a snack instead of reaching for a quick piece of fruit. These incremental steps build momentum and create new, healthier habits. Your health journey is unique, but the principles of good nutrition for aging men are universal. Prioritize protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Be mindful of sugar, even from sources like fruit, and build meals and snacks that provide balanced energy and nutrients. Don't let the simplicity of these ideas fool you. Their impact is profound. Making informed choices about your diet is an act of self-care, an investment in your future vitality and independence. You absolutely can continue to feel strong, energetic, and healthy well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. It's about making your food choices work for you, not against you. We've talked about why a common fruit like the banana, when eaten thoughtlessly, can be problematic due to its sugar content and impact on blood sugar, especially for men over 60. We've also touched on the importance of protein, healthy fats, fiber, hydration, and gut health as foundational elements of a diet that supports aging male bodies. The key takeaway here is awareness. Now that you know how certain foods can impact you differently as you age, you can make choices that truly serve your health goals. It's not about restriction. It's about choosing foods that build you up, provide stable energy, and support your body's complex needs. Don't just take my word for it. Start paying attention to how different foods make you feel. Do you notice an energy crash after a high-sugar snack? Do you feel more satisfied and energetic after a meal balanced with protein, fat, and fiber? Becoming more attuned to your body's signals is incredibly valuable. It reinforces the positive changes you make and helps you identify what works best for you. Remember, small changes can indeed make a big difference to your health and happiness. I hope this discussion has given you some valuable insights and practical ideas you can start using today. What are your thoughts on this? Have you noticed certain foods impacting your energy or weight differently as you've gotten older? Share your experiences or questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and it helps others learn too. If you found this information helpful and want to learn more about simple, practical ways to support your health as you age, please give this video a like. It really helps the channel and lets me know I should create more content like this. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos packed with tips and information to help you live your best life. Your health is your greatest wealth, and it's never too late to start making choices that nourish your body and mind. Live your best life at every age.